Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
대기.
It's not like her to forget. At least we're out of the classroom.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
할머니께서 보낸다고 하신 게 뭔데?
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to
사료.
Professor Howen for the measles.
할머니께서는 뭘 연구하시는데?
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
용에 대해 할 말이 있다고 했잖아.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
비행을 어떻게 추격해?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
완전 사냥꾼이잖아. 수고했어.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
간단하네.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
알을 그냥 가지고 있으면 안 돼?
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
미안. 알은 정확히 어디다 가져 놓아야 할까?
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
그냥 봄 아니었어 지금? 왜 이렇게 겉면이 왜 이렇게 겨울이야? 그럼 용을 찾아보자.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
아,
Oh, and one more thing.
그늘진
Let's
곳은
not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
그늘진 곳은 저긴가 보네. 몇몇 곳은 아직 몇몇 곳은 아직 저기구나. 그래, 그럴 수 있지. 봄이 초봄이면 그럴 수 있지. 초봄의 그 느낌을. 잠깐만, 나 이거 하고 가야 돼.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she
어딨어요?
wasn't collared like the other dragons.
어디냐? 어디 땅이야? 용을 키우고 싶어도 이게 용을 못 키우나 봐요. 이렇게 돌려주는 거 보면. 어. 오.
Be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Revelia.
his worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
뭔데 저거? 아이 잡종견. 뭐가 많네. 어디 있어, 스밋이? 내가 보로네로에서 우리랑 합류한 줄 알았는데. 내가 격투장에 대한 희망을 품고 있다는 건 알지만 진정한 갈레온은 멘투라에 있어. 며칠 전에 바이올렛이랑 내가 얼마나 많은 갈레온을 벌었는지 못 믿을 거야. 보로네오가 보기엔 그다지 나쁘지 않은 건 말할 것도 없겠지? 어쨌든 우리는 곧 이동할 거야. 아마도 이집트로 가겠지. 더 이상 압박감을 느끼지 않아도 돼서 얼마나 다행인지 몰라. 곧 보자. 앵거스.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
여기서 레페로를 해야겠죠? 오, 예.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
오. 레페로.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
미친 소리 하지 마. 우리 잡아먹힐 거라고. 그런 소리 하면 우리 싸워야 되잖아. 나도 저거 꺼낼 수밖에 없어. 그러면
Watch your step.
이렇게 가면 되지 뭐.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick up a grapehorn.
Or
Wow.
just raring for a fight.
야, 너도 못 내기니? 하긴 최강자니까.
Quiet. What was that?
야, 왜 푸는 거야?
There's no turning back now.
야, 이씨. 어떻게 하라고?
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
재밌구만.
Revelio.
아이템?
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
두 번. 한 번 더.
Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
달려.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
맞아. 너무 뜨거운 걸. 나중에 저거 가져갈 수 있겠어? 아,
I don't suppose she'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
세 개.
Get to that opening below her. If we can get her, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath. I think we're close.
도망가.
She's leaving. Quickly.
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
아. 언제 또 이렇게 찼어? 아, 돈 아까워.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
제발.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
삶은 동물들을 잘 믿지 않는 것 같아.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
그렇지 않아. 하지만 돌아갈 준비는 됐어.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntower Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
왜 뭔데? 뭔데? 어? 야야 뭔데? 뭘 생각을 못했는데? 나이씨.
I beg your pardon, but would you mind helping out an old woman?
기다려봐요 할머니. 옷 좀 고치고.
Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
얘들 뭘 파는지 한번 볼까요? 그나마 이건 괜찮네. 나머지는 형편없구만.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
아하. 내놔. 할머니를 좀 도와줘 볼까요?
Revelio.
아, 저 있구나. 기다려봐요, 할머니.
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. Oh, she's in trouble.
Hazel.
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
유니콘과 어떻게 친구가 되신 거죠?
How did you become so close with the unicorn?
It was luck, truly. I came across her when she was a little golden foal. Didn't even have a horn yet. Oh, she trusted me straight away. We'd play together for hours. Oh, I do hope she'll be all right. Unicorn hair is a valuable wand core, and I suppose losing a hair or two mightn't hurt her. But I'm terrified those poachers will want her for her blood, to keep themselves alive. And that is more than I can bear to think of.
제가 할 수 있는 일을 알아볼게요.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd. Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat. Oh, and be warned,
유니콘의 둥지를 찾으세요. 오, 뭐 엄청 뭐네. 여기야? 여기면 여기에서 간 게 낫겠는데? 아, 가면서 도적 저기를 다 부수고 갈 걸 그랬나? 도적, 뭐지? 뭐라고 해야 되지? 도적,
How nice to see you, my young friend. Revelio.
어디로 가야 되나? 저기 도적 캠프 저기 있다. 아, 나와봐. 일로 와봐, 도적 놈들아. 아, 이 도적 놈들 왜 이렇게 많아? 아, 저 애니구마스가 조금 어려운데.
I saw hoof prints in the forest the other day that I swear belonged to a unicorn.
Think of how much Lucas to tell us. Revelio.
Come out before I find you.
Lucas to tell us.
다 뒤지고. 정신조종. 야, 이거 정신조종은 또 뭐냐, 이거. 여기서 저 위에 아저씨들이 있는데 저건 뭐지? 아... 거미. 아, 이 컬렉션 보물 상자. 아, 가지마. 아니, 이게 아닌데. 아, 쓸데없는.
Come on, Hazel.
와, 유니콘이
Hazel
있어.
must be here somewhere.
미친. 잠깐만, 모습 숨겨. 미친, 유니콘이 있어. 일단 잡고 보자. 유니콘 잡고 봐야 돼.
Revelio.
와, 이거 엄청 빠르다.
Leviosa.
Oh, no, you don't.
잠깐만.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
아, 하나 더. 야, 유니콘이 있어. 유니콘 무조건이지. 무조건 잡아야지. 좀 멀리 떨어져 있다가 오지 않을까? 저기 없다.
Leviosa.
Do cooperate, won't you?
어디가? 미친, 잠깐만. 아, 가만히 좀 있을래? 다 뒤지기 싫으면.
Revelio. Leviosa.
좋았어.
I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
이 근처에 혹시 사냥꾼이 있습니까? 컬렉션 보물 상자. 요거를 할까? 유명한 적. 한번 붙어볼까요? 얼마나 유명한가, 네가? 네가 그렇게 쎄? 응? 네가 그렇게 쎄? 네가 그렇게 쎄? 한판 붙어보자.
Revelio.
유명한 적? 한번 붙어보자. 싸워보자고. 얼마나 세시길래, 응? 깝치십니까? 네? 저런 식으로? 저런 식이구나. 알았어요. 네, 뒤져.
Revelio. Glacier. Defendo. Confringo. Bombarda.
이게 진짜 무지가 찬. 천천히 하면 돼. 천천히.
Revelio.
너야?
Glacier. Defendo.
뭔가 이상한데 느낌이? 죽어버렸고 뭐 별거 아니네요.
Revelio.
산적을 조져. 그냥 산적. 유명한 적. 이런 거 하시는 게 아니라 산적을 없애자. 산적. 호영 도적 캠프. 보조 캠프를 조지.
Revelio.
Hogwarts is very
저 녀석들은 뭐지? 뭔데 저거? 마크가 아무것도 없는데? 여기? 아, 나왔어.
Revelio.
I found a dirical den near one of the hamlets. Laid some galleons off that little find.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named. That warrants a look.
깜짝이야. 이씨.
Tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we could steal some beasts from the
Revelio.
Hogwarts.
아저씨 왜 저래? 가만히 계세요, 아저씨. 이 정도.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
Anyone looking for trouble, found it in me.
Sold some baby nifflers the other day. Fetched a small fortune. You always get more when they're small.
얘가 좀 껄끄러워요.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crancroft.
Your life ends here. Shame.
아, 나 씨.
I have a few favourite hunting spots.
쟤를 또 쓰러뜨려야 되는데.
So hurrah, me lads in Rookwood times is glad.
같이 돌아다녀 왜?
Brockborough ain't good for much. Not
잠입을 할
unless you
수가
get squashed
없잖아.
by a troll.
친구야, 좀 잠입을 할 수 있게끔
Loud as a troll.
Most stores in Hogsmeade know me by
해주겠니?
sight. Unfortunately.
아, 나 씨. 쟤왜 저래, 왜 저래, 왜 저래 저거.
Beasts is the Forbidden Forest.
Perhaps I was the fool. Listen to you. Perhaps it's me own decisions what need a bit of contemplation, eh?
I can't decide what I enjoy more, killing beasts.
아, 죽으셔 그냥. 짜증나니까. 짜증나니까 그냥 죽으셔. 아유.
Revelio.
파괴. 봄바르단가?
Haven't a clue why there's enough food for everyone.
됐어. 나머지 여기 잠깐만 저쪽에 어떻게 가지? 올라가서 아하.
Abandoned
바로
long
여기네.
ago, no doubt.
열려라. 참깨. 너무 쉬운데? 아, 잠깐만. 아.
Confringo! Bombarda! Tego!
한 명은 어디 있는 거지? 여기. 저 위.
Potato! Stupefy!
어디 있어?
Revelio!
엄청 많았구나. 예.
Stupefy! Glacier! Confringo! Tego! Bombarda! Revelio!
이 녀석이.
Glacier! Confringo!
이 녀석이.
You may be more
그쪽.
skilled than most. I know you're the one who stole our hippogriff.
Revelio!
We've been looking for you. You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That was a mistake. You've hurt many of my friends. You shouldn't go about stealing goblins' helms stolen by others now, should you? If it isn't the herbology master, always bringing plants to a fight. I've seen you duel. Your strategies won't work on me.
Revelio!
어디에 있는데 그래서. 어이 깜짝이야. 이놈 공격합니다. 아. 아, 얘는 나쁘는 거야? 아, 나도 관심이 없어요, 아저씨. 나를 구해주지 않았어. 아, 여기 컬렉션 모양 상자. 호그스미드에 가서 뭔 거미가 이렇게 많아. 이제 됐지? 아, 그래도 아니야. 아이.
Confringo!
날아올라.
Revelio!
이러면 못하겠지? 저쪽에 하나가 있는데 아니 저쪽에 안 보이는데 저게 뭐야? 처음 보는
Revelio!
도적 캠프 도적 싹 때리자 싹 죽여. 아, 이거 저거다. 이거 이거 몰려오는 적들 다 잡는. 여기 있는 거 다 했고. 다 했구나, 내가. 여기는 안 한 거 같은데. 여기는 안 했어. 여기를 털어봅시다.
Ah, but a purse made of unicorn skin. That fetches a few gallons. Why do I get stuck with these assignments? Best thing in the world, finding a beast in this trap.
여기.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
멀린보다 지금 이걸 조지고 시작해보자. 불을 지켜. 자, 이거 됐고 여기서 요거 한번 해봅시다. 멀린.
Confringo!
저거 좋아요. 여기 쭉 여기에 또 뭐가 있네? 인페리우스? 멀린의 시험. 이것도 해야 되네.
Revelio.
아, 나이스.
Glacier. Confringo. Bombarda. Potato. Glacier. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo.
불을 붙여야만 뺄 수 있다.
Revelio.
아, 이거구나. 아, 이거 돌리는 거 이거. 까다롭더라고 이거. 요렇게 요거에 맞추면 되겠죠. 여기를 두고 어? 어? 아니 됐다. 여기서 맞춰. 됐다. 이렇게 하고 옆에서 됐다.
Merlin himself would be proud.
좋았어. 여기는 굳이 봐야 됩니까? 보물 금고.
Revelio.
여기가 보물 금고인가요?
Alohomora. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
아니, 조심하지 않아도 될 것 같은데. 영상 없지? 가자고. 여기에 뭐가 있는데? 중요하지.
Revelio.
중요하지. 일단 저쪽으로 대형 도적 캠프가 있네.
Revelio.
여기 맞아? 소형 도적 캠프 아니야 여기? 아, 여기 털면 되잖아. 천문대. 이게 뭐야? 이거 컬렉션인가?
Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here.
좋아요. 아, 어려운데? 이게 양쪽 두 개가 있어. 양쪽 두 개를 뻗은 게 뭘까? 이걸까? 아니야. 이거 아닐까? 맞았네. 켄타우루스 자리.
Revelio.
여기 또 뭐가 있는데, 아우 귀찮아. 더 이상 귀찮아. 딴 데 보자. 딴 데 탐험할래. 멀리 내시요. 어딨죠? 여기가 아, 여기 있다.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio.
아, 계단 올라가기구나. 너무 쉽고 그 다음에 뭘 할까? 여기도 데미가이즈가 있네. 챌린지 탐험. 그냥 천문표 그냥 이거 주는 거구나. 야, 11개나 해야 돼. 지겨운데? 반복이네요, 반복. 그냥 퀘스트를 하는 게 나을 것 같아요. 잠깐만. 그러면은 유니콘 잡았으니까 그냥 아주머니한테 갖다 줍시다, 빨리. 자, 아주머니 유니콘 잡아왔어요. 가져가세요.
Madam Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
우린 멀쩡해요. 좋은 장소도 찾았고요.
We're both fine. And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you?
알겠어,
Take
해줄게요.
good
해줄게.
care of Hazel now.
돌아가 볼까? 풀어다 주자. 여기는 꽉 차서 안 될 텐데. 여기는 안 되고. 늪지대는 좀 어울리지가 않아. 그래, 해변이다. 아니, 이게 아니라, 잠깐만. 유니콘 헤이즈. 됐어. 이렇게 하면 되지. 그래요. 유니콘의 뿔을 주는구나. 진짜 이 배식 진짜 너무 느려 터져. 만들긴 만들었는데 너무 엉성하다. 내가 원하는 건 이런 게 아니었는데.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
또 뭐가 있지? 비디오. 진짜 참 멋지다 이거. 밥 먹어 빨리 밥 먹어야지. 내가 너의 털 뽑지. 같이 뽑히는 건가? 여기서 한번 업그레이드를 좀 해볼까요? 이게 제가 뭐 업그레이드를 하나하나씩 데미 덜 좋았죠. 이걸 하나하나씩 하는 게 더 강하겠죠? 근데 제가 그렇게 많지가 않습니다. 그리고 집중, 모든 피해 마법충들이 공격력이 상당히 크게 증가한다. 집중, 이거 어떻습니까? 자, 집중. 그리고 니즐 털이 엄청 많이 필요합니다. 좋아. 그리고 업그레이드. 아, 1업씩만 해봐. 좀 많이 필요하다. 푸퍼가 뭐지? 푸퍼가 뭐였더라? 기억이 안 나네. 아, 왜 이렇게 기억이 안 나지? 푸퍼. 어디서? 두꺼비 사망. 일단 푸퍼가 요거랑 요거 비율. 푸퍼. 아씨, 왜 이렇게 기억이 안 나지? 와, 그래폰 뿔 그리프 깃털 미친. 푸퍼가 뭐더라? 아니. 푸퍼 그래폰 히포크래. 푸퍼.
You are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the books contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I
뭔
don't
소리야?
think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise wounds. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit. Revelio.
그러면은 일단은 그래요. 나가봅시다. 일단은 내가 친구들 이야기 하자. 호그스미드 이 퀘스트 달 뒤의 남자 이게 뭔지 참 궁금해. 아니 그지 같아갖고 참 궁금해.
Off on another adventure, are we?
네, 멋있는 여행을 떠나려고요.
Those statues took time and effort.
Aloha Mora.
초겨울이 아니라 좀 약간 늦겨울? 초봄? 약간 그런 느낌이네. 약간 추울 때. 약간 추운 그런 느낌.
Revelio.
자, 드디어 3렙을 열었다는 게 너무 기쁘네요. 가슴이 벅차오릅니다. 미확인 머리 보호까지. 아이 아저씨 이리 와봐요. 뭔데? 한판 붙을래?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
글래드윈 문 아저씨가 공포에 떨고 있어요.
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them.
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
호그와트 관리는 중요한 직업이에요.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
문 아저씨에게 뭐라고 할 처지가 못 되시네요.
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
글래드윈 문과 대화하세요. 똑같은 사람이 될 수가 없죠. 안 하는 게 제일 좋죠. 안 하고 그냥 자기 스스로 자기 인생 사는 게 제일 좋은 겁니다.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues.
학창시절 아저씨가 괴롭혔던 사람이었어요.
It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
그 별명을 좋아하지 않으시는 것 같던데요.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
그래, 가서 화해해. 화해하는 거 맞지? 싸우면 안 돼. 자, 그러면 그 다음에는 어떤 퀘스트가 있죠? 34레벨? 아, 이거 뭐 퀘스트를 다 해야 된다는 소리인데. 좋아, 이거 가보자.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
이쪽 아니야? 아, 여기구나. 입장.
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
그래, 우린 해야 할 일을 했었던 것 뿐이야.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
알겠어, 비밀로.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar,
깜짝이야.
Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
세바스찬의 부모님께 무슨 일이 있었던 거야?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
그런데 주문서가 세바스찬에게 희망을 주는 것 같던데.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
그래. 알겠어. 너 금방 나간 좀 시간 지난 다음에 나간 거 아니야? 엿듣고 있었어? 자, 좀 다 몇 번 퀘스트를 하면 되겠죠? 블랙메일의 기본. 블랙메일? 무슨 뜻이니? 아니 왜 여기에는 없을까? 아니 여기다가 두면 좋잖아. 여기다가 하나 두면 좋잖아. 왜 없을까? 참나.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
어디에만 만날 수 있을까?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
혹시 알아내고 싶은 정보가 어떤 거야?
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
알겠어. 내가
Very well.
대화해볼게.
I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
알았어요. 대화하고 올게.
Never trust a man.
좀 물건 좀 몇 개 버리자.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Revelio.
Toadstool tales always made me wretched, Joe.
Glad you came.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
왜 할로는 부인이 아닌 남편분을 데려간 걸까요?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
할로에게 그린고치에 대한 정보를 주신 적 있나요?
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
납치하라는 걸 쪽지를 어떻게 알 수 있었죠?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
정말 필요한
Thank
정보였어요.
you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
라브 부인, 은행 업무를 도와달라는 우리 요청을 다시 생각해 주셨으면 합니다. 스스로 결정을 내릴 시간을 충분히 드렸기에 이젠 인내심이 바닥나라고 합니다. 우리가 동업하여 얻게 될 이익을 부인께서 제대로 알아봐 주신다면 부인께서도 감사히 생각할 것입니다. 이번 주말까지 답장을 기대해도 좋겠죠? 일은 우리끼리만 아는 걸로 합시다. 왜 그렇게 하는지는 잘 아시겠지요.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Revelio. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there. Alohomora. Revelio.
아니 어떻게 된 게 결과가 없지 왜? 아니 레벨 3인데. 이쪽이죠. 여기 이 안쪽으로 들어가는 건.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
쪽지대서 말인데요.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
인형을 어떻게 숨기고 있죠?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
힐 씨는 좋은 분인 것 같던데요. 그분에 관해 말씀해 주시겠어요?
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
말씀해 주셔서
Thank
감사합니다.
you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
어려운 사랑을 하시네.
Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
어려운 사랑을 해.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
아니. 뭔 생각으로
Agabus
하는 거야?
Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
완전 깡패구만. 어? 세상에서 사라져야 될 인간.
Revelio.
올라가서 아마도 이거겠죠?
Revelio.
들고 가자.
Alohomora. Revelio.
별거 없네요. 특이하게 저 위에가 아니, 올라가는 데가 없는데 어떻게 올라가는 거? 어떻게 처음
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
아이 또 가야 돼.
Revelio.
어? 저쪽인가?
Revelio.
뭐야 왜 없어 또?
Revelio.
여기가 아니구만.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
뭐 노란색 위에 있는데 뭐지 이거? 뭐지 이거? 어이구 내가 추워 죽겠는데. 뭔가 꽃을 어이 뭐야?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
또 잡혀가지고 이거 진짜.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
어떤 너요? 너냐? 아니 진짜 너무 웃기다. 너무 웃기다. 벽으로 사라져.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
입장 아작내버리겠다. 묵사발레도 막 뼈와 살을 분리하고.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
뭐 대충 이거 아닐까? 뭐냐고.
The hidden door.
발견되지 않고 네티를 찾으라. 아.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
야 여기 또 엄청 넓네. 여기 또 이 던전은 또 엄청 넓어.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few hits not in the world.
여기 아래 2명 왔다 갔다. 하나 둘 3명 넷 다섯 여섯. 아 골치 아프네. 저쪽도 있네. 아이씨.
do I always end up on patrol duty?
그래, 들어와.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He
저
doesn't
안쪽으로
need
들어와.
Ranrock.
오케이. 큰일 났네.
Found the open. I think that one hurt.
Don't see
리더부터 안 돼.
Let's see what you make of
pay for your deed. Had enough?
Rookwoods don't go down easy. Flash of inspiration. Incendio.
일로와, 일로와. 넓은 데서 싸우자. 넓은 데서 싸우면 좋잖아. 오, 진짜 뒤져볼래?
Quite conductive, aren't we?
뒤져볼래 진짜? 너를 비는 예언하는 목소리를 가진 어거레이만큼 나에게 소중해. 나는 가장 우직하고 배신하지 않는 크롭처럼 너를 사랑해. 넌 내 마음에 주문을 걸었어. 난 그 주문이 풀리길 바라지 않아. 넌 첫 순간부터 날 홀리게 했지. 내겐 줄곧 너 하나뿐이야. 데시벨 필버트. 아, 요거 가져가야지.
That was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Revelio.
나보다 센 적이 나타나면은 저게 잘 안 걸린다고 하더라고. 아, 저기 뭐 하는 거야? 여기도 있잖아. 아, 이곳을 통해서 이렇게 간다. 굳이 싸우지 않고. 근데 나쁘지 않은 방법이긴 하네요. 근데 뭐 저는 시원하게 이렇게 갈기는 게 좋아서. 여러분도 갈기는 게 더 좋지 않나요? 사랑하는 오토, 당신이 보낸 마지막 편지를 거듭해서 읽고 또 읽었어. 우리가 다시 만날 그 순간까지 매 시간마다 계속 이 편지를 읽을 거야. 당신은 금방 볼 수 없어서 두려워. 하지만 희망이 없는 건 아니야. 우리가 약혼한 사실을 사랑하는 이들에게, 특히 우리 아버지에게 공표할 날만 손꼽아 기다리고 있어. 좀 더 자리 잡을 때까지 기다리고 싶어 하는 자기의 마음은 잘 알아. 자기가 그런 순간이 다가오도록 최선을 다하고 있다는 사실도 잘 알고, 내가 최고의 행복감을 안겨줬던 감정을 공변하게 드러낼 수 없었던 지난 몇 달은 내 존재가 뿌리부터 흔들릴 정도로 힘든 시기였어. 지금 당신의 편지를 한 번 더 읽을 참이야. 자기를 사랑하는 로지.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
잠깐, 너 저기 어떻게 갔니? 어이, 저 어디 갔어? 부수고 들어가야 되니?
Bombarda.
역시 콘프링고만 하는 게 없지.
Revelio.
여기로 들어갈 수 있다 저기. 아니. 저쪽에 하나 있다. 이쪽에. 아, 네, 얘 때문에 망했어.
Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
아, 여기로 올라오는 거구나. 굉장히 다양하다. 기다려봐. 내가 구해주는데, 잠시만. 기다려봐.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
아니, 제가 아작내 드린다니까.
Revelio.
아하.
Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
아니, 제가 아작을 내드린다니까요. 뭔가 번쩍였는데. 오케이.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
됐어?
Revelio.
뭐 없지? 됐어.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you,
나는.
my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
야, 우리도 저게 탈출하면 안 되는 거냐?
Revelio.
아, 왜 우리는 정면 돌파야? 야, 또 덤벼. 아작 내버릴 테니까. 야, 어딨어? 으깨 버릴 테니까 이리 와봐. 어? 어이, 나와보쇼. 내가 으깨 버릴 테니까 나와보쇼. 없어? 그럼 간다. 이쪽 아닌가? 잠깐만. 나 어떻게 왔지? 여기서. 아, 여기 올라가는 거지, 지금. 아, 맞아.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
뭐 결투
That's I own
느낌이야.
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
루스 싱어 경관님.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
알겠습니다.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
할로우랑 한판
You may
붙을게요.
wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
로그두처럼 그냥 녹즙을 만들어 버리겠습니다. 보라색만 나는 녹즙을 만들어 드릴 테니까 한번 와 보세요.
Not saying I don't cast the odd.
이스킷을 찾아서 맞다. 시간의 그림자 속에서 이거 해야지. 뭐지?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you, me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
그래요. 잘 됐네. 까따꼼 가서 만나기. 다행히 여기 찍어놨네요 제가. 여행하는 기분입니다.
Never stopped me before.
참 여기 여행하는 기분이에요.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
그 학생의 보고서에 다른 내용은 또 없었어?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
같이 카타콤을 탐험해
I'm
보자.
ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
학생 보고서. 카타콤 과제의 결과가 내 예상과는 다른 결과를 낳았다. 선조들에 관해 공부한 덕에 많은 것을 배울 수 있었다. 하지만 결코 그냥 지나칠 수 없는 것을 발견하고 말았다. 부패한 커다란 방 뒤 공간에 놓인 뒤집힌 석관 사이에서 이상한 모양의 유물을 발견했던 것이다. 난 즉시 그 유물의 힘을 알아차렸다. 이 유물을 가져올 수만 있다면 추가 연구를 진행해보고 싶다.
I'll
뭐
be
다른
interested to compare what lies
저주 같은데.
inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
자, 까다곰을 갈 건데 제 생각에는 요거가 조금 유용할 것 같아요. 그리고 빈결보다는 제요. 필리핀도 이거 예뻐요. 필리핀도보다 디센토가 더 좋을 것 같긴 하다. 디센토.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
그래요.
Revelio.
뭔 헛소리인지 모르겠다. 아, 얘네들이야.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio.
자, 저기 열면은 여기 열어도 뭐 아무것도 없는데 열어볼까?
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
위로 가는데 윙가르디움 레비오스. 윙가르디움 레비오스. 아니 잠깐만 잘못했다고. 아니 잘해놨다 이거 지금. 오르고 내릴 수 있네. 너무 잘해놨어.
Brilliant.
따닥. 그러면은 그냥 이렇게 갈까? 어허, 이렇게 나가나? 야, 너 진짜 너 내 제트로 옮겼는데 손발 안 맞으면서 할래? 일 못해.
Revelio.
여긴 디펄스고.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
그럼 여기는
Revelio.
여기로 가는 것 같은데. 여기가 조금 보조방이고. 아, 이게 아니야. 자기가
All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Bombarda! Confringo!
Revelio.
네, 검이 나올건?
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
Revelio.
An altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
학생의 일지. 바보같이 보고서에 유물 얘기를 꺼내는 바람에 원래 위치에 되돌려 놓으라는 말을 듣고 말았다. 하지만 규칙 준수보다 연구가 더 중요한 법이다. 이 유물에선 뭔가 비범함이 느껴진다. 유럽 갈참나무 지팡이의 선택을 받은 자들은 직감력이 탁월하다고 한다. 난 그 말을 믿는다. 안 좋은 걸로 탁월한 거 아닐까? 그러므로 아무도 보이지 않는 사이에 행동을 개시했다. 유물을 숨겨놓기 위해 2개의 바리케이트를 만들어냈다. 선조들에게 죄송한 일이지만 이분들의 뼈를 열쇠로 사용했다. 유물은 다시 가져다 놓을 생각이지만 그 전에 다음 과제인 임페리우스 저주부터 공부할 준비를 해야 한다. 이 주문은 저에게 큰 피해를 준다고 한다.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
근데 이 일지는 어디서 떨어져 나온
Do
걸까?
you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
그래,
Of course.
시작하자.
I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
볼드모트는 아닙니다, 여러분. 볼드모트는 이 시기에 아니에요. 100년 전 이야기입니다.
No bone. Accio.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
와우. 이건 내가 알지. 이건 한번 해봐서.
Wingardium Leviosa.
이거 아니었나?
Revelio.
아닌가? 그럼 저 위를 조금 봐야 되는데. 여기를 어떻게, 그러니까 반대편 저기 끝 끝에서 들어오고 가는 건데 나중에 생각하자. 그러면. 그리고 여기
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
아 이쪽으로 가는 거구나. 아 나이씨. 아 이건 알아. 확실히 알아 이건.
Revelio. I need to find a safe way across. Here. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo.
넘어갈 수
Perhaps
있는데
moving piles of bones towards the center will help.
저걸 사용하는 건데 내려가 봐 일단.
Sendo. Confringo.
컴프링고가 안 되면은
Revelio.
요거 사용.
Incendio. Incendio.
아, 이게 불이 있구나. 불이 있었어. 자, 요거를 야 여기서 이렇게 하는 거지 참. 여기서
Wingardium Leviosa.
여기서 아 리펄소로 해야 되나? 아니
Reparo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
올라가. 일단 올라가.
Wingardium Leviosa.
이상하다. 이렇게 하면 됐었는데.
Revelio.
그냥 이거를 만들면 되거든요. 이렇게 보이죠? 색깔.
Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo.
이게
Wingardium Leviosa.
이걸로 해야 되나? 설마 이걸로?
Wingardium Leviosa.
이걸 뭘? 아니 이게 왜 안 됐던 거지?
Wingardium Leviosa.
아니 이게 뼈 다리가 만들어져야 되는데 반대편에서 해야 되나?
Wingardium Leviosa.
이거를 뭘? 아 이거 좀 보겠습니다 이거. 아 이거 모르겠네. 아니 맞는데?
Wingardium Leviosa.
여기다가 굽이는 거 맞는데?
Revelio.
이게 뭐가 껴서 그런 거죠?
Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa.
아니 이게 맞는데 왜 이 모양이지? 여기 반대편이야? 설마? 이것도 아니고. 아이씨 진짜. 반도.
Revelio.
아 여기도 마찬가지인데 이거는. 아예 걸어야 되는 거야? 아이씨. 기다려봐. 다시 하고 올게. 걸어야 되는 거구나. 거기에 높이만 해서는 안 되는구나. 자, 이거 무조건 여기다 걸어야 됩니다. 거으세요. 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 자, 거으세요. 어디야? 여기다 걸어야 되나? 그렇지, 이렇게 걸어야 돼. 아 진짜 골치 아프게 걸어. 반대편에 걸어. 가지가지 해. 어렵다 이거 하기가. 왜 이렇게 어렵냐. 반대편인가? 그러면? 됐다. 아유 진짜 이거 엄청 정확하게 해야 되네. 아, 쓸데없이 이게 정확하게 하지 말고 좀 유도리 있게 좀 범위를 넓게 해주지. 안 됐고 여기 이 뼈만 맞추면 되죠? 이건 알아서 촉촉 붙네.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
넌 임페리어스 저주를 어떻게 알아?
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
위험해 이 녀석. 저주를 배우면 어떻게 되는 거야?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
그래, 임페리어스 저주를 배우고 싶어.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
나한테 거는 기대가 많구만.
It's not an easy spell to master.
좋았어. 임페리오.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
이렇게 해서 잠깐만 임페리오 아직 안 넣었어 아직. 아직 임페리오 안 넣었다고. 임페리오 크루시오 임페리오 크루시오 아닌데. 그냥 우리 팀이 된 거야? 이렇게 우리 팀이 되면은 못 죽이네.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Revelio.
저걸 꺼내면은 우리가 여기서 들어왔지. 그러면 이쪽을 봐야지. 그치?
Bombarda. Confringo.
Can make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio.
이게 뭐지?
Confringo. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Confringo.
어우.
Revelio. Revelio.
저쪽으로 가야 되는데. 잠깐만. 여기는 이쪽으로 가는 게 아니고. 아, 여기. 아, 이게 가도 되잖아.
Revelio.
아래쪽에도 문이 있는데 모르겠다. 문이 아니라 아이템 같은데.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
자, 모든 걸 꺼내. 아하. 네, 조합. 동그란. 여기 검이 있지 않았니? 다 하자. 아, 생각하기 귀찮다.
Revelio.
아, 이거 하나에 2개씩만 해야 되겠네. 그러면은 이거랑 그 저기
This looks different than what we faced before.
동그라미
Now
하나
we're also
그리고
dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
그리고
Revelio.
여기에도 또 뭐가 많이 있네요. 요거 그리고 요거.
Wingardium Leviosa.
왜 아니지?
Wingardium Leviosa.
가끔씩 이상할 때가 있어. 됐어. 요렇게 하면은 거의 성공이야. 얘는 왜 또 이래?
Wingardium Leviosa.
여기에 되는구나.
Revelio.
요거. 요거랑
Revelio.
요거.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
여기는 어떻게 가지? 여기를 어떻게 가지? 모르겠다. 그냥 가지 뭐. 뭐가 나오겠지 뭐.
Slytherin student was so entranced with this place.
뭐가 이렇게 많이 나와.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
이렇게 되면은 이 재능을 찍어야 될 수밖에 없는데. 어둠의 마법 재능을 찍어야 될 수밖에 없는데. 저주받는 대상에 데미지를 주면 저주받은 모든 대상에 데미지를 줍니다. 이거 매우 좋고. 지금 5개 있단 말이야. 이거 좋고. 저주 퍼트리는 이것도 좋고. 저주 지속 시간 증가. 이거 좋다. 이거 싫어. 주용당한 적은 당신이 공격 성공할 때마다 따닥 따닥. 그냥 더 길어지. 약간 회복한다. 엑스펠라무스도 되게 좋은 것 같은데. 일단은 이 정도. 익스펠라무스가 저주였죠. 익스펠라무스. 익스펠라무스 그리고 크루시오. 크루시오 그리고 임페리오를 이렇게 놓고 먼저 거는 게 좋지 않을까? 먼저 걸고 아닌가? 이걸 이렇게 하는 게 더 좋은 건가? 해봐. 하지만 여기선 불마법이 있어야겠네.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
뭐야 이게 뭐요? 유물엔 엄청난 잠재력이 있다. 그 힘으로 모든 마법사는 물론 이 세상의 혜택을 누릴 수 있다. 하지만 그 진가를 깨닫기 위해 드려야 하는 어둠의 희생이 너무 클지도 모른다. 좀 더 알아내기 전까지 이 유물을 움직여서는 안 된다.
Sebastian, the relic.
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
아무래도 유물은 건드리지 않는 게
The
좋겠어.
note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
미쳤어? 미쳤냐고.
Revelio.
아이,
Is that
난 저리 됐네.
ominous? The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
야, 설득 좀.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
아, 좋아. 세바스찬하고
You're
대화해보자.
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
가자. 어디로 가는 거냐? 나는 이름 모르겠네.
What happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just... I didn't want to worry all over again.
잠깐 나 왜 뺑뺑 돌고 있지? 나 뺑뺑 돌고 있는 느낌인데?
Revelio.
자, 여기서 와서 이 위로 올라갔었나? 아, 여긴가? 오케이. 몇 개는 조금 이 맵의 디자인이 조금 이상하네요. 이렇게 한 바퀴 돌게끔 돼 있어요. 이제
As you were
제일
leaving, Ominous
베스트인데.
wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
그래, 가자. 야, 왜 안 되냐, 이거. 들어가자.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
아, 답답한 상황이네. 뒤지고 싶어, 너? 이 크루시오가 정확하게 뭔지 잘 모르겠네. 아, 도트 데미지구나. 이거 들어가야 되나? 이거. 그럼 그렇게 합시다. 뭐 포기는 해야 되겠네요. 요런 거는 포기해야겠네요. 요거 하고 포기하고 요걸 집어넣는 게 낫겠네.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke.
야,
Over there, by the
전투.
hamlet.
전투 씨.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You can't stop us. That was unexpected.
어허. 스스로를 찔렀네.
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
나도
What did
존나
my uncle
썼는데.
expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
아, 이거 씨. 넌 옳은 일을 한 거야.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
오, 아이템이 많이 떨어져 있네요. 저 삼촌 저도 개 많이 썼는데요, 그거.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
하지만 세바스찬이 지나쳤어요.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
아, 되게 깐깐하시네. 되게 깐깐하시네요.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
자, 화해한 거요? 그래요. 나이 먹고 그런 거 하는 것도 추한 거. 또 이쪽으로 이렇게 가는 길이 있네. 히포그라프 이것도 필요한데. 아우. 푸퍼. 이게 뭔지 몰랐었어. 이거 데려갈까? 에이, 됐다. 귀찮아. 나 뭐 찍어놨니? 거리의 그림자 속에서. 여기구만. 입장.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
앤에게 대체 어떤 문장을
What
보내려고?
did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
좋아. 뭔가 알려면 나도
I shall
알려줘.
wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
파국으로 치닫을 것 같은데. 이도저도 아닌 파국으로. 나사이나 갑시다. 3명의 친구. 이야기가 재밌네요. 3명의 친구 이야기도. 야, 나사이는 어딘데? 잠깐만. 나사이 뭐 어떻게 하라고? 아, 나왔구나.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
걱정되는 게 당연한 거지.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village.
도적대?
One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
아버지가 돌아가신 것에 대해 복수하려는 거야?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
어머니께서는 어떠신 것 같아?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
우리가 하는 일을 내 아버지께서 어떻게 생각하실까?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
정말 유감이다, 네티.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
그래. 다음 퀘스트는 밀렵군 방문이 있겠네요. 로구두가 어떻게 되는 줄 알아? 산산조각이 났어. 잠깐만, 장비 많이, 아이고, 떨고 와야 되겠구만. 아니, 잠깐만. 자, 장비 좀 털고 갈게요. 저도 많이 했다고 생각을 했는데, 좋아, 이 정도면 뭐. 스카프, 꼴랑 스카프 하나. 근데 스카프가 이 정도 할 거면은 90이 훨씬 좋은데? 근데 지금 이거를, 이거 또 새롭게 만들 수 있나? 지금 깃털이랑 뭐 그런 게 없을 텐데. 한 바퀴 돌자. 유후. 자, 어서 오고요. 빨리 좀 먹어, 좀. 빨리 좀 먹으라고. 왜 이렇게 느려 터졌어. 진짜 내가 생각하는 거 전혀 달라. 야, 숨은 잘 쉬어지니? 안녕, 도도새. 훨씬 더 좋은 게 나오긴 했는데. 어디 갔어, 얘들? 다 어디 갔어? 가서 빨리 먹어. 밥 먹어. 밥 먹으라고. 한세월이야, 한세월. 진짜 너무 한심해요, 이 시스템이. 아니, 물론 이거 보는 것도 물론 재미이긴 하지만 내가 이거를 한 이유는 빨리빨리 하고 빨리빨리 돌고 이런 식으로 하고 싶어서 하는 거잖아. 그러니까 우리가 기대하는 게 너무 형편없어요. 자, 잘했어. 갈게. 여기서 스카프 어디지? 스카프 이거였나? 90. 맞아, 이거였어. 집중. 오케이, 이렇게 하고. 업그레이드. 푸퍼. 푸퍼가 있어야 돼. 푸퍼 좀 잡아올 걸 그래. 내가 기대한 거랑 너무나 달라. 여봐, 이렇게 하면은 중복 이걸 할 수가 없어. 참. 밥 다 먹었어? 내가 주는 게 더 빠르겠어. 아니, 하루 종일 왼종일 걸려, 왼종일. 내가 이걸 원하는 게 아니야. 참. 왼종일 걸려. 참, 이건 설계 미스인 것 같아, 진짜. 이 디자인이 미스. 내가 이걸 놓는 거는 진짜 기대하는 게 이런 게 아닌데.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
푸퍼를 좀
I have come upon a difficult time and I need a friend.
이걸 써볼까? 야, 나 이거 바꿔야지. 오케이. 이렇게 되면 좋은 게 하나도 없어. 너무 징그러워. 너무 징그러워서 바꾸도록 하겠습니다. 너무 징그러워서 바꾸도록 하겠습니다. 너무 징그러워요. 아, 나쁘진 않은데? 나쁘진 않은데? 이거 나쁘진 않은데? 아니야, 너무 색안경이야. 너무 색안경이야. 아, 너무 들어갔어. 진짜 안경 너무 안 어울려. 노안경. 아니, 노안경도 좀 없으니까 좀 일단 이게 안 좋아. 색깔이 이게 약간, 아니 근데 색깔은 이게 맞는데. 톤온톤 한 요정도? 요정도면 되겠다. 용무늬, 야 좋구만. 주황 빨간색이지. 그러면 나쁘진 않아. 네, 좋은. 어허. 좋네요. 매우 좋네요. 매우 좋은데. 이것도 매우 좋아. 이것도 매우 좋아. 아, 이것도 괜찮은데. 느낌. 이게 훨씬 더 나은 것 같아. 아, 너무 색이 너무 많이 들어갔는데. 색깔이 다른 색깔들이 너무 많이 들어갔어. 아, 남색 계열이 없구나. 남색 계열이 없구나. 이 남색 계열이. 아, 어렵다. 예, 옷이 없어갖고 맞추기가 어렵네요. 그러면은 이 보라색으로 약간 아니야, 보라색이야, 보라색. 아니, 보라색을 가. 아, 이 계열이 없네. 아, 보라색이네. 남색 계열이 그게 없네요. 이거 나쁘진 않은데. 네, 이거 해. 조금 마음에 안 들지만 이리로 왔어. 희망의 그림자 속에서. 아, 이거 망하는 거 아닌지 모르겠어. 각이 망하는 각인데요. 이거 100% 망하는 거 아닌가요?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
What's the point of toiling if it can be done with magic?
아, 이거 좀 팔게요.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
팔러 왔어요. 좋았어.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
예. 잘 있어요. 여기. 2600. 2600. 대체 어디일까? 저 끝에. 아, 케이프 저택. 아, 여기도 봐야 되네. 여기도 봐야 되고. 아. 봐야 할 때가 많네요.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Beldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
우리 생각보다 훨씬 복잡해지는 것 같아. 나도 모르겠다. 우리는 할 수 있어.
We just need to
그래,
get Anne to the
희망을 주자.
catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous, and we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
내 삼촌이 우리를 마법부에 내 삼촌이 우리를 마법부에 고발하면 어떡하지?
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
알겠어,
Good
너만
luck with
믿을게.
Ominous, until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
그래요. See you soon. 초점 찾기. 뭔 길을 이렇게 일단 푸퍼를 좀 구매해볼까? 푸퍼를 좀 잡아보자.
Revelio.
야, 여기도 뭐가 많이 있네. 여기에도 뭐가 있네. 도적놈들 있네. 후퍼 어디 있니? 여기 있구만.
An intruder!
Professor Howin will never believe this.
좀 내려앉아봐 좀. 좀 더 떨어져 있어야 되나? 앉았다. 암컷 말고요. 컷이 필요합니다. 아이. 이놈 쉐 저기가 있네. 여기 있는데 한 이 정도쯤에서 떨어져서 잡으면 되겠죠? 후퍼 구했고 란록이 죽은 지가 언젠데.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu.
Revelio.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
내 잘못이 아니야.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
네, 좀 진정됐어? 좋아. 저거 퀘스트를 하는 거네. 밀렵분.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
정말 유감이야, 포피.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed.
정신을 못 차린
So
거니?
they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
스니젯이 그 멸종된 동물 아닌가?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
미적분들이 왜 스니젯에 관심을 가지는 거야?
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
일제 스니젯의 은사가 적혀 있었어?
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
스니젯을 찾고 싶구나.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us. Who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
켄타로서 얘기해보자.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
그럼 아직 계획이 안 세워진 거니? 네, 계획을 세우고 좀 해줄래? 그러면은 퀘스트, 다른 퀘스트들이 하면 되죠. 34레벨 도전.